y'all. This is Sandra with questions. Is Christianity a hustle? Have the billions of Christians all over this world been sold a lemon? I know I was, and I gave up the lemon grind, y'all. And I do have an interest in others coming out of cages and doing the same, if you're so inclined to go higher in levels of understanding and enlightenment. I read a quote last night attributed to someone whose name, I apologize, I cannot pronounce. The quote was made many years ago. How long, I'm not sure. But the last name spelling is Nietzsche. And the quote is, "The Christian church is an encyclopedia of prehistoric cults." So people years ago knew that. I'm just learning about it in recent months. And it sure feels good to come out of the cage of the Christian cult. Now, I was entrenched in the cult of Christianity. So I'm speaking not from what I read, not from what I heard, but from what I know from the core of my very being, having long been entrenched in the Christian practices, a lot of which are men's commandments and doctrines of men that don't have anything to do with God for real. Now, I want to mention that when we address people who are still involved in Christianity, typically they react. They get defensive, they get offended, thin-skinned Christians. Yep. What they don't get typically is into deeper thinking modes that are logical, reasonable, sensible, and wise. They rather fight what we share, which is truth, rather than explore whether, in fact, we've shared with them what is correct. And also, many Christians say that the Bible they call holy is the Word of God. Some say it's God-breathed, and it says in there that it's inspired by God. Now, I believe in some things that are contained in the Bible. It has words of wisdom, knowledge, and helpful content as we journey on our life paths. However, I don't believe it's entirely accurate, as I've shared before on my commentaries. But here's a question. Well, actually, I'm going to make a statement first. We all believe that God is perfect. Well, I believe most people believe God is perfect who are in the Christian communities. My question is, since God is perfect, why does his creation need all these Bible translations and revisions? God breathed on it, right? Would God breathe on something that needs numerous revisions? Doesn't that have something to say about his most high status? God being creator, and again, I'm not even sure if God is entirely a he, because I believe he has male and female attributes. I believe it's mentioned male and female in the book of Genesis, first or second chapters. Anyhow, since God is above error, why can't he, since he knows us fully and completely, all of his creation, couldn't he have done one Bible that could be comprehended and understood and read well by all people in the world? He can have it translated in every language in the world. Really, y'all, why all the revisions, all the translations? Do you really believe that's the work of God? I don't. The Most High could write one book in every language without any revisions because he's perfect, right? Think about that, people. So all I want to say further is that you are invited to visit my blog, www.journeyawakenings.blogspot.com. It has a variety of content that is helpful. It has links to videos. It has links to written content elsewhere on the web. And a lot of people say a lot of junk is on the web. Well, there's a lot of junk in the public library, but people still go there. On the shelves of the public libraries, you have books that are sensible and reasonable, just like you have crackpot books. Same thing on the internet. You let your spirit give you discernment relative to what is definitely something that needs to be further examined, researched, and pondered. A lot of us have heard the saying, put on your thinking caps. Well, people, put on your thinking caps. Escape the bondage of the wolves in sheep's clothing, because you have many wolves in pulpits, not all of them, but you have an abundance of them that have selfish agendas with vanity attachments galore. They teach the false information about tithing. There's nothing in the Bible that talks about giving 10% of monetary income. The Bible mentions tithing being agricultural, crops and so forth. But these wolves out here are interested in increasing their cash flow, and they are taking advantage of ignorant people who don't know any better, a lot of them, and they are tapping into people's income and depositing in their healthy accounts. Many of them. There are exceptions. There are some honest people out here who are Christians, who are sincere but sincerely wrong, just like I was. And now that I have awakened and am doing more awakening, it is my desire to share with others so they can come out to learn how to do free flow formations for real, and to escape the wolves, because the wolves have a hustle, y'all. Christianity is a hustle. Learn about it. Don't be so thin-skinned. Don't be so quick to react. Rather, it's more sensible to be quick to go and find out for yourself. This freedom that I have since leaving the Christianity, men's commandments and men's doctrines and men's persuasions and men's desires to continue to hoodwink folks, I cannot tell you in words the liberating posture that we who have left the cults, Christianity being one of them, as I've discussed, but all religions are cults. All religions are about agendas for those who are selfish, oftentimes greedy and vain, led by a lot of folks who don't even know who they are. They're on ego trips. They have insecure egos. They're on power trips. And they are on missions to continue in control mode over the many ignorant, unaware folks. Come out of ignorance. Flee ignorance, y'all. Flee deception. And embrace what is true liberation. Thank you for listening. Bye now.